It's no ordinary school.
Hey, what up guys? Welcome back to my fish room. If you guys are new, I have a whole bunch of fish tanks, so please subscribe and hit the like button if you're interested in fish tank videos. Today's video is just going to be a general update because I'm going to be making some changes to the fish room, and I like to make videos about the changes before I do them so you guys aren't very shocked or surprised. So really the only change that's going to be happening is I'm going to be upgrading Slippy's tank. I've mentioned many times in the past that I've wanted to upgrade this tank, and it's finally the time of year where they're doing the dollar per gallon sale, sorry. So yeah, I've been waiting, and it's finally time where I can get a bigger tank for around $200 with the lids. It's about $150 for a bigger tank and then $50 for the lids. So it is quite expensive, but honestly, this has been one of my favorite fish of all time. If you guys don't know the story, this is a clown knife that I got from Predatory Fins. And when I got him, he was probably about this big. And there it is for reference. He was probably about that big when I got him. And it was very hard to get him on pellets at first, but now he just eats pellets, and that's about all I feed him, is large cichlid pellets. He's in a 40-gallon breeder right now, and I'm hoping to just upgrade him to a 60-gallon breeder, which is basically the same thing as a 75-gallon, but it's a little shorter. It's just not as tall as a 75. And honestly, this fish just sits right here on the bottom. He does not really use the height of the tank at all, which is why I'm gonna go with a shorter, wider tank. So the 60-gallon is quite a bit wider, probably this farther out from here. So it's quite a bit longer, and it's gonna be perfect for him to just grow out. And I'm thinking it's gonna go right here where this TV just sits for now. But I've measured everything, and honestly, the tank should fit exactly right here on this countertop. So I believe I'm gonna put a 60-gallon right here with the lid, and Slippy's now gonna live here. I'm going to be taking this tank down, obviously, and getting rid of that dresser. And then from there, we're gonna have the 75 cichlid tank here, and my 50-gallon hexagon tank is gonna stay here. The last video I made on my channel was very sad. It was about my betta fish not doing very well. So maybe in the next video, we will set up a 10-gallon or a 20-gallon, and we can start doing something else in the place where that betta fish tank was. I'm not sure if I want to actually set up another fish tank or not, but for right now, the plan is pretty much to set up a 60-gallon right there and get Slippy moved over. Besides that, everyone has been doing fantastic in the fish room. If you guys are new, this is a 75-gallon breeder tank, and this has a whole bunch of cichlids in it. So there is about 5 fire mouse in this tank. There is 2 keyhole cichlids in here, and then you have a starry night cichlid male, and then I have 1 yellow severum in here as well. Besides that, there's a whole bunch of plecos in here that hide. They're kind of hard to see, but there's a whole breeding colony of bristlenose plecos in this tank. I really like this tank, and there's a lot of room for the fish to swim and grow. When you stand back, this is what the tank looks like. The fish normally just hang out around the structure in the middle. They feel safest there, I guess, but when it gets feeding time, all the fish come out, and I've shown you guys in the past me feeding these tanks. Anyways, let's move on over here. This is what I'm going to call a 50-gallon hexagon tank. It is very large. It's pretty much half of a 75-gallon, cut right in half. So I would say it's probably about 50 to 45 gallons. And this tank just has a couple of tetras in it. And then we have Salt and Pepper, my breeding pair of angelfish. They've laid about 3 batches of eggs so far since I've paired them up. And really, I'm just letting them pair in this tank, and I think I'm gonna set up a 20-gallon and try and breed them in that tank. But for right now, this tank just has a bunch of random tetras in it. Pretty much, this is just a bunch of community fish that I've had for probably 7 or 8 years. I used to have community tanks all around here before I switched over to monster fish. So a lot of these are just older community fish from my old planted tanks or just my old community fish tanks. The newest fish in here are the angelfish. These 2 are relatively new because they're a breeding project of mine.
It's no ordinary school.
Alright, let's go back over to Slippy and cover him again. Like I was saying, this is a 40-gallon breeder. This guy here is probably about 10 or 11 inches now. So yeah, this is the side angle here. He looks a lot wider from this angle. Of course, he's trying to hide from you guys, but anyways, you get the gist. This angle also shows how much fish tank he has to swim around. I get a lot of comments saying this tank is too small, but in my opinion, it was the perfect tank to grow him out in. Like I said, we're pretty much just going to be moving him to a tank that is a little bit longer, but pretty much the same exact dimensions. This guy has been my favorite fish on the channel for a long time, and ever since I got him, my channel has exploded. I wanted to say thank you guys. We just recently hit 1,200 subscribers, which was incredible, so I do appreciate it. And I'm going to be trying to make some more videos in the future. But like I said, the fish tank hobby is very expensive and it's slowing down right now. So it's very hard to get into it right now. But I will be making more videos in the future. Look out for them. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Peace.